Hey, what is up, guys? Joseph here for my review for The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 5, titled Go Getters. As always, a spoiler alert is in order for these reviews. First things first, it is revealed that baby Hershel, Maggie's baby, she names it Hershel, at least in the comics. She may do it in the show, but in the comics it's named after Hershel. Maggie's baby is alive, and I don't know if they're gonna change their minds as this goes on, because I really can't see them having two babies in the show. That's just my opinion. I don't know, but whatever, we'll see what happens. The Saviors, as punishment for the Hilltop's involvement in the raid on the Savior's compound last season, they punished the Hilltop people with walkers. I'm assuming it was a Savior driven it in, or some kind of, he left it or something like that. Some way or another, the Saviors got a car in there, music blaring, walkers infiltrate Hilltop, and Sasha, pregnant Maggie ran over 5 walkers at least with a tractor. God, I love Maggie. Jesus is using his martial arts. I believe it's the first time we've seen Jesus do the martial arts. He did a little of it in the episode we first saw him back in season 6. I don't remember any martial arts that he's done besides that little bit we saw in that introduction episode. But they got rid of all the walkers that infiltrated Hilltop. The next day, I'm assuming, the Saviors showed up. Gregory decides to try and sell Maggie and Sasha out to the Saviors to turn them over and, who knows, maybe kill them. Luckily, Jesus kind of knew he would do that, and he decided to move. Instead of going into hiding Maggie and Sasha into the hall closet, which was where Gregory really wanted them to hide, Jesus decided to hide them in the closet in Gregory's bedroom. So Maggie and Sasha got really lucky. You guys may have missed it, but when Maggie and Sasha were talking to Gregory, and Maggie told Gregory that she was staying and that he wouldn't have to learn her name, and she said that you're going to have to know me by my name, Maggie Ree. She didn't say Green, she said Ree, which was Glenn's last name. Because even after Glenn's death, she still carries that name. She still loves him. She's gonna love him. She's not gonna go to anybody else. She's not gonna have another boyfriend, husband, whatever. And after that is when they teased the comic readers of the future of Maggie, which is to become the leader of the Hilltop. Ever since I saw that she was an apprentice to Deanna back in season 6, I knew right then that she was going to be the leader of the Hilltop. There was no way around it. There was no reason that they would make her an apprentice to Deanna about being a leader if they weren't gonna make her the leader of the Hilltop. That's all that happened at the Hilltop. This episode followed 2 groups. One at the Hilltop, Maggie, Sasha, Jesus, Gregory, and the other focused on Enid and Carl. Enid leaves Alexandria to head to the Hilltop because she wants to see if Maggie was okay, and she wants to live with Maggie and Sasha. Carl sees her, and he decides to leave and help her out. He doesn't really decide right then and there, but he comes around and saves her when she gets confronted by a walker and runs the walker over. As they're walking, though, it's implied that Carl saw Enid getting raped by that Savior. I think, yeah, last week with the Savior that was asking her to say please. That Savior, that creepy Savior. And she told him that she was sorry that he had to see it, and he said he wasn't, because now that he was able to see it, he would recognize the face. That way when he sees the Savior again, he'll have no choice but to kill him. And that brings me, well, before I get into that, I forgot to mention, Carl and Enid have officially kissed. I thought that I thought they kissed to that, and while they were in that tree back in season 5. I don't remember what episode it was, but I think it was in season 5. I thought they kissed. They came close to it, but they didn't quite do it. But anyways, they shared their first kiss. But as to what I was saying before about Carl wanting to kill the Savior that raped Enid twice, I think she said. I could be wrong. I want to say she said twice, but whatever. Raped at least once. I'll say that. But as for that, Carl said that he wanted to kill the Savior, blah, blah, blah. And Jesus earlier said that, or Sasha told him to follow the Savior's truck to go to find where Negan's compound is, the sanctuary. So that brought to the end of the episode, the cliffhanger for a week. Well, 2 weeks, because I want to say next week is the Tara and Heath episode, so which I'm looking forward to. It's Walking Dead, whatever, but I have a feeling it's going to be the slow episode of this half. The one I'm not going to say hate, because I could be wrong and they could surprise me. But there's rumors of a potential group showing up. I'll do another video about this. There's rumors about another group showing up that's from the comics. I do not want the Whisperers to show up our next Sunday night. It would be cool. I can't wait for them to come to the show, but it is way too soon. Anyways, but I'll talk about that. I'm starting to get trail off topic. I'll make a video talking about the Whisperers and everything like that coming into next week's episode. But as for this episode, Jesus, the ending cliffhanger ended with Jesus and Carl in the back of the Savior's truck heading to the sanctuary, which is going to be not next Sunday, but the following. I believe it's the first Sunday in December, whatever day that is going to be the episode that follows Jesus and Carl in the compound, in the sanctuary. Like I said, I'll do a video talking about the Whisperers, my thoughts on the Whisperers showing up next week. I hope they don't, but I'll get more into why I don't want them to in that video. Closing thoughts, I really did love this episode. This season has been 5 for 5 of great episodes so far. Hopefully that trend continues next week with that Tara and Heath episode. We'll see. But that's it for this video. Like me on Facebook at JMash97. Follow me on Twitter, JMash97. Links in the description below.